Okay. So I spent yesterday pressure washing the house. While doing that, in my ear, I had, of course, Japanese metal, as I normally do. There's a band called Bride Deer. I highly recommend them. They're really good. And then also had the Kino Casino in my ear because they're talking about the I guess the other pill stream, the secret pill stream with Ethan Ralph and Jesse PS. And I actually started feeling bad. I started feeling bad for Ethan Ralph. As someone who used to listen to the kill stream as a fan, I've seen Ralph in his highest moment and now at his lowest moment. Many low moments, I should say. But this is probably one of his lowest. So let me break down what I heard. Give you my thoughts real fast. And why I feel kind of sorry for this guy who is essentially an internet villain and has done some heinous things. He's a monster, yeah, for sure. It's just sad and pathetic. And, there's a lot of streamers that do some horrible things, heinous things. Even someone like Destiny, right? Okay. I mean, the crime that Ethan Ralph may or may not have committed. I'm not talking about the one. Let me just say, there are people who accuse him of grape. Of this girl named Alice. Okay. I don't know if that happened or not. There is a weird story. It's pretty sick, pretty disgusting, and it sounds kind of likely. But moving on from that, I'm just putting that out there to be like, yes, yeah, Ralph is a vile person for sure. But a lot of these streamers are vile people, and they just hide it, like someone like Destiny. Okay. So the reason why I felt really bad for Ralph is because he was completely wasted out of his mind, which is something he did. He's like a slave to his vices there. He cannot quit drinking. He cannot stop taking these pills. He's going to do it till it takes him to the grave. That's what's going to happen there. And then he was talking to this guy named Jesse PS, who's a big snake, a big troll. Anything you tell him in secret is going to be used against you. I don't know why he would trust him. Ralph must be so desperate for friends that he'll talk to Jesse PS like he's friendly. Not at once thinking that it's going to leak out, and the stuff he's talking about was stuff that Jesse PS didn't even ask for. If you're new to this channel, or you clicked on this and you're like, who are these people? I realized that. Man, I could tell you this. Ralph used to be something. He used to have a show. Well, it's still called the Kill Stream. The show still exists technically. It's in the dark recesses of the internet. It streams on Kick to like no one. But it used to be trending on YouTube. It was doing really well. It was kind of like it was a raunchy podcast. It was right leaning, but like anyone can go on there and then have like internet blood sports, people like talking and feuding and arguing over each other over little things. They had lots of very raunchy debates and topics to the point to where they were kicked off YouTube because because the small tribe was offended. Okay, all right, so that's how raunchy it is. And who's Jesse PS? He's just a podcast guy, I guess. He has a show. I think it's successful. It's working for him, where he sells pizza or something like that. And he drinks lots of Dr. Pepper or something like that. And he wears a pickle suit or something. Anyway, so like, but Jesse PS is someone that would go against Ralph, would antagonize Ralph because he goes against anybody. He's just a troll. That's all he is. He just likes to laugh at people. And but Ralph was trusting him on this call, and without being asked, he would disclose these like secrets and inner details of like things regarding very personal relationships with Dick Masterson, another streamer guy or a podcaster dude or whatever. Details involving his wife or girlfriend, I should say. Dick Masterson isn't married; he's just as a long-term girlfriend because he can't commit. That's the truth of it. He can't commit. So that's something that happened, and then he goes in this long, detailed, very gross, like diatribe about his bedroom activities that he has done with his exes. And it was very raunchy, dude. As someone at an early, let me tell you, man, I think I was like 14. I think it was 14 when I stumbled upon my dad's corn collection. Okay, the reason I tell you that way is because I know raunchy. Okay, as someone who's been exposed early on to that sort of material, who consumes a heavy coomer, I have a corn addiction and I need to quit it. And I'm not talking about the band. Like, it is bad. But I know raunchy, okay? It was so raunchy. I was like, ooh, man. I don't know if I would read this in a Hustler. Maybe. You know what? That is exactly how sleazy it is. It's the stuff Ralph was saying were like stories that you would not read in a Playboy or a Penthouse, but in a Hustler magazine. If that makes any sense to you, then you're as old as me. Then congrats. If not, what it means is, dude, it's pretty dirty. It's very dirty stuff. Like, I don't know why he would do that. I don't know why he would just disclose all these dirty details. It was just so sad. So pathetic. And while I was listening to this, I was like, Ralph, what are you doing? You used to be something. You used to have something. And I'm making this video as someone who's been a long-time fan. The reason why I covered your show is because I liked your show. And the reason why I was giving you a hard time and joined the others kind of like, I don't know, I guess cheerleading or tabloiding your weird life is I just found it weird and interesting. You know? Like, you need some serious help, man. You trusted Jesse P.S. And before that, you trusted this guy named Perspicacity. He's a massive, massive gay dude. And gay dudes are just going to turn on you, man. They don't have, it's just in their nature. It's just who they are. They betrayed themselves by betraying humanity by being gay in the first place. Is that a real thought or is that a joke? It's a joke, guys. Look, that's pretty bad, dude. And I don't see any recovery. I don't see, Ralph, if you do see this, I hope you do. Why don't you just get back on YouTube? I don't understand. You've been banned for so long. Are you still banned? Could you not bring the kill stream back to YouTube, clean it up a bit? Give it one last effort before you off yourself. Give it one last effort to just do a clean kill stream. Like, you'd be like, oh, I'm making this and making that. Dude, we know you're making pennies compared to what you used to make. Compared to what you used to make, you know that. You know that. You're making nothing compared to what you used to make. Fact check me on that, and you'll find out that I'm right and you're wrong. That's just a fact there. Why don't you get back to that? Who cares if you're like the internet villain? A lot of streamers are. It kind of seems to be like the thing that you're supposed to be. First they like you, then they learn to hate you. So what? You just stay. Even the hate watchers will watch you, but you know that. Are you still banned? Like, you'd have to cut out the copyrighted music. You'd just have to focus on the show. You probably wouldn't have to stream all day because you have potentially a bigger audience, which means I don't even know, man. Maybe you're so banished now, so tainted that there's absolutely no hope for you whatsoever. But I mean, like you got to do something because this just staying in this dark corner and trying to thrive in it, trying to survive is more like it, is not working for you. It's more like just passing time, and you know it, dude. You're absolutely miserable. You're absolutely miserable right now. Like, I know you put it out there that like you're living a high life and doing well, whatever. But dude, we all know you're not. That's not ideal. Be living in a shack in Mexico, dude. Okay. Fix your life, man. I don't understand, dude. Like I said, I was a longtime fan, man. Back in my CPS days. In between doing cases and talking to crack moms, meth moms, and having to take babies from parents that are horrible, the kill stream was in my ear. While I was documenting stuff and writing up affidavits, the kill stream was in my ear. I'd be careful because my supervisor would walk into the office and I would have you guys yelling. You know what words you guys were yelling. You can't say that anymore on YouTube. But you guys were yelling that. And, you may or may not have talked to my supervisor. No, I just made that one up. You know that. I'll be like, sorry. But she was a person of color. Of course she was. She worked for the state. And that's kind of how it is. But yeah, anyway. I'm just telling you, man. Like, I know I'm just a random to you. I never actually given you $1. Not one time. Not one time. But I felt real bad for you, dude. You played yourself, and I know you get some small wins, petty wins with like the family you've been feuding with and all that. But that's not going to help your channel. That's not going to help your kill stream there. Anyway, you could stay collecting little pennies and dollars for tortas, or you can try to make more, do more, but you'd have to clean yourself up. I mean, you could still be wasted. You just have to clean what you say. But it might be all over with now. Anyway, you take it easy. Have a good one.